Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Donovan, and last night Samsung brought out a new update to the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3 that added some really nice fitness features, a couple that they promised and a couple that I didn't really see coming that are definitely welcome. So I want to go ahead and talk about those new features, and we're going to start off by one that they did promise when they first launched this, and it's over here. Obviously, you can go into the apps as well, but I put it as a widget. So this is Pulse Ox. So Pulse Ox, if you're not familiar with it, or Pulse Oximeter, is used to test your blood's oxygenation level, or letting you know how much oxygen saturation you have in your blood. So typically they say you want it around 89% or higher. With COVID-19 right now, pulse oximeters have become much more popular, and it's nice that you can actually get that right on your wrist with your watch. So really cool. So that's the first feature. The other reason why you'd want this is if you're maybe up at elevation, you can test your blood's oxygenation level when you're maybe climbing some mountains or things like that. So it's not a feature that I will use very often, but if you have some kind of maybe like respiratory illness, it's always good to be able to test that out. So that's number one. The second one is actually the one I'm even more excited about, and we'll get to that sleep one in just a second. But I'm going to go back in here to my main screen. You can see I have workout down here. So when I made my first impressions video, this was actually one thing I complained about, and that is the workout screens. So by default, in every Samsung watch I've ever used, you only get 3 pieces of data on your workout screen. So they have changed that, and it's a much appreciated change. So now you can see that they allow actually up to 6 data fields, which is really great. Now, they're still missing some like important data fields, I would say. So like if I go up here and click on distance, you can see like here are all the options. So I have duration, or the total time, or my distance. So these are important ones, of course. Calories, that's a nice one to have. Pace, speed, cadence, heart rate, time, average pace, average speed, average heart rate, max heart rate. So those are the only options you have. So you don't have any like specific types of paces, or like maybe your current interval pace. So it's still somewhat limited, but at least you have the option of having 5 data screens. So I really like that. That one for me was probably the feature I was looking forward to the most. And actually that was one I didn't even know was coming, but it's there now. So go ahead and get out of that. So that is number 2. The third one I want to look at is one that I would have thought would also come to the phone app. So this is the Samsung Health app, and I'm going to go ahead and show you my workout this morning here. No, that's not it. Where's that? Maybe up here. If I go into goals, will it show me my workout? There it is. Okay, so that's the workout I did this morning, and I'm going to go specifically into this in just a second, but let's get that out of here. All right, so this is the map of the run I did, and if I go down here, it'll go through some of the details of that run. Now notice that here in mile 3, there's kind of like a blip here, right? So notice that in my time, like all of a sudden I ran an 8:52. Well, weirdly, in this map, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in, it dropped out right here. You'll see kind of a blip here. So notice that little blip. I actually ran all the way around that road, so Circle Drive, and it just dropped that whole 0.2 of a mile. So that's why it all of a sudden looked like I was running slower. And I'll go ahead and show you the same thing on my Apple Watch. So this was just one day. Who knows if that's going to be a problem. We'll keep testing it. But notice here, there's that same road. Notice it doesn't have that little zigzag like the Samsung watch did. That is the difference between the two. So here it says 8.54 miles. That's 0.2 miles, that little blip that it cut off. And down here, let's see if I can find it. Where's my actual distance? So this one says 8.28. So that's the difference between two. Now, as far as the heart rate sensor goes, that's actually one issue I've had with Samsung watches in the past, but they actually had pretty much spot on the same heart rate every time. So this one had an average heart rate of 148 on the Samsung watch, and over here average heart rate of 148 as well on the Apple Watch. So right on par there. Now, the one thing that's the new feature, and I'll go ahead and show you now on the watch, because this is not something that shows up on the health screen, is I'm going to go ahead and go to my previous workout, if I can remember actually how to get there. So I know I need to go to Samsung Health. So we'll go into Samsung Health here. Oh, there it is. And I'll show you the workout I did earlier. So this is the same workout, the one that I just showed you on the phone, and it's going to give you a little bit more information on here. Whoops, I did the wrong thing there. So I got to scroll down and find my actual workout. There's the log. Okay, so here's that same workout. And if I scroll down here, so this is the info that wasn't available previously. So we have advanced running metrics. So it tells you your asymmetry, your contact time. So I'm not really sure how you would fix these if you don't know how to fix them, but it at least tells you that, you know, your contact time was good, your flight time was good, regularity was great, vertical is good, stiffness great. Okay. All right, and the last new feature I want to go ahead and show you that they gave you with the update is VO2 Max. So you can see here that mine is currently at 56. It says that's excellent. If you go into info, it does give you a little bit of information about it. Basically what it is how well your body is intaking oxygen and using it while you're exercising. So that's what VO2 Max is. And so if you're not familiar with it, probably not something that you need to be concerned about, but I did want to go ahead and show you just the difference between my VO2 Max according to this Amazfit Stratus versus what you get over here. So I will say my very first run with the Amazfit Stratus had my VO2 Max, I think at 58, and it eventually got up to, I think, to 62, but you know, it kind of changes as the watch learns you a little bit better. So you can see there's a difference here. So maybe we'll see if this one over time does adjust versus what I see over here. I will say my Apple Watch actually has it right around 56 as well. So I'm not really sure which one's right. It's not an exact science when it comes to watches. Typically you want to go into like an actual lab to get your VO2 Max, but at least it gives you an idea of where you're at in terms of your efficiency when it comes to your body taking in oxygen. So that's the last feature that they included. One feature that's still not here yet is ECG or electrocardiogram. So, you know, you do get that on the Apple Watch, but it's not quite here yet on the Samsung Galaxy Watch. Hopefully we do get that pretty soon in a future update, but for now, we'll have to wait for that one. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope this video has been helpful for you, and we will see you all in the next one. Peace.